Welcome to this week's episode of Southern Gospel Now, our weekly 5-minute podcast connecting you with the songs and artists making today's Southern Gospel music. I'm Greg Goodman. We start this week with Peck Gooch. Peck and New River are planning their annual homecoming in Dahlonega, Georgia, June 10th through the 12th, and will be celebrating 30 years of hits on that Friday night. Peck Gooch says she couldn't have imagined the future for the group 3 decades ago.
30 years ago, we had no idea that God would allow us to continue to do this and do what we love so much, to travel to sing His music and to see people saved and to see people encouraged. And that's really what keeps us going. Honestly, we're thankful to be out here after all of these years, and we pray that the Lord will give us many, many, many more years of service to Him.
The Taylors are happy to be back out doing concerts and have something special they're planning. Chris Taylor tells us more.
We're currently building a family reunion tour in 2021, and we're bringing back our little sister, Leslie Perkins, who sang with us for 9 years, who then came off the road about 6 years ago to minister with her husband, Aaron, at a church in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So we are building a tour that's going to bring her back for a few select dates and a few select weekends. And we're going to call it the Family Reunion Tour.
When COVID set in, Nelon Kistler of the Nelons says she found herself with a lot of time on her hands.
So during the pandemic, my husband and I, Nathan, we tried to kind of find something that was going to become a hobby. And the first thing that we did was we renovated a camper. We worked on that camper every single day. And when we bought it, it needed some serious help. But we had a vision. We knew that we could beautify it. And so that's what we did. We completely renovated this camper. It was a lot of fun, and it was a fun project that we did together, and it was really cool to see it completed because we did it together.
During the past year, Crabb has added a new member to his household.
We added a dog to the family, so God is in the miracle working business. Those who know me know that's a miracle. So,
but he's become your little buddy.
He's become my little buddy. His name's Gideon.
Oh, man.
Gideon.
Jake Anglin is new to Brian Free and Assurance. Let's get to know him a bit.
I actually started getting involved in music ministry at church, was involved in a launch of a new church, and I needed somebody to sing. And my pastor's actually my older brother. He said, "Hey, you're singing." And of course, I had never sung before in church, and it was, I'm not going to claim it's good now, but it certainly wasn't good then. That's how I started singing in church. Over the next few years, God started dealing with me about going into the ministry. When I graduated high school, I moved to North Augusta, South Carolina, and I went to Victory Baptist College and started pursuing a degree in pastoral theology. And there I met my wife, Courtney. We've been married a little over 10 years now.
We find ourselves hopeful, yet things are still off in this world, and people are walking through all kinds of issues. The Whisnants' latest song, Final Word, addresses that. Susan Whisnant tells us more.
When Kenna West sent us this new song, we immediately knew that we wanted to sing it. We are living in a day when it seems like our world is falling apart and people are living in fear of what tomorrow holds. I have friends that are fighting some tough battles in their lives, and Satan's already told them that it's over. Child of God, don't you forget, it's not over till God says it's over. God has the final word.
Sonya Yeary came up with the group's latest song at a time when she could fear or lean on the Lord.
In 2014, I gave birth to a stillborn baby girl, Ava. But we found out 6 months later that we were going to have another baby, and a few months after that found out it was another son. And so about 4 months into my pregnancy with Gatlin, I started hemorrhaging. We were on tour. We were in Virginia. As I was getting ready to go to the emergency room, we were in a hotel, and I just started singing this chorus of peace and trusting. There's peace and trusting the Lord. And I thought, Lord, I don't know what's going to happen here. I can't change the situation. But what I can do is trust in you and know that if I lose this child, that you know what's best for me, and that I have to accept that in my life.
What happens when you put a piano under a bus stop? That's Sarah Davison of High Road on the Keys. The city of Mount Juliet recently put up what they call the Piano Pavilion. The classic piano has been painted with local scenes and put there to bring joy to the community. Finally, the top 5 finalists for the Singing News Fan Awards have been revealed. You can find the full list at singingnews.com. Let's take a look at the favorite artist category. Here are the top 5 finalists for favorite artist for the 2021 Singing News Fan Awards. Booth Brothers.
Lord, I hope this day is good.
Collingsworth Family.
It runs in the family.
Jason Crabb.
Your help is on the way.
Karen Peck and New River.
Messiah overcame.
Triumphant Quartet.
Oh, hallelujah, he walked out.
Again, a full list of all the finalists in each category is available at singingnews.com. The final votes, which will decide the winners, will begin online June 25th. That's a wrap on this week's Southern Gospel Now, made possible by Daywind Soundtracks. More information available at daywind.com. I'm Greg Goodman. I'll see you next week for another edition of Southern Gospel Now. If you missed an episode, be sure to catch up online at southerngospelnow.com or download it wherever you get podcasts.